In a rare and heartwarming sighting that has taken fans by surprise, Jin of BTS was recently seen enjoying a casual family outing in Seoul. The global superstar, known for keeping his personal life largely private, was spotted leaving a cozy, upscale cafe accompanied by his mother, father, older brother, and sister-in-law. The footage, first shared anonymously through a fan account on X, formerly Twitter, quickly went viral. Dressed in a simple yet stylish outfit, white button-down shirt, relaxed slacks, and a cap pulled low, Jin appeared calm and content as he held the cafe door open for his family. His mother, smiling warmly, walked beside him, while his brother and sister-in-law followed close behind, engaging in quiet conversation. Jin's father, looking relaxed and proud, brought up the rear of the group. Although there was no interaction with paparazzi or fans, a few lucky onlookers who happened to be in the area noted the respectful atmosphere. He didn't act like a celebrity. He acted like a son. One person commented. He wasn't trying to hide, but he also wasn't putting on a show. He just looked happy to be with his family. This outing marks one of the very few times Jin has been seen publicly with all of his immediate family members since completing his military service in June 2024. Since then, the BTS vocalist has been immersed in a whirlwind of professional activity, ranging from the release of his solo albums Happy and Echo to his sold-out Are You of OKJINFTOUR and a string of brand ambassadorships that have elevated his status, not just as a performer, but as a global icon. Yet despite his soaring career, this quiet moment serves as a reminder of Jin's unwavering groundedness. Fans were quick to flood social media with emotional messages, praising his humility and the value he places on family. Hashtags like #JinWithFamily and #Seokjin began trending in South Korea within hours. While Big Hit Music has not commented on the sighting, the reaction from ARMY worldwide has been nothing short of admiring. Many noted how rare it is for a global superstar of Jin's magnitude to be seen enjoying such a normal, undisturbed day, walking with family, smiling naturally, and blending into the peaceful rhythm of the city. The emotional resonance of the moment wasn't lost on fans, many of whom have followed Jin for over a decade since BTS's debut. Longtime supporters expressed how meaningful it was to witness the eldest member of BTS prioritizing time with his loved ones amidst his ever-busy schedule. "We've seen him shine on the biggest stages around the world," wrote one fan on Weverse. "But this, seeing Seokjin as a son and a brother, this is what makes him even more special." Notably, the family outing comes just weeks after the conclusion of Jin's Are You of OKJINFTOUR, an emotional and career-defining solo tour that highlighted not just his artistic growth, but also his quiet resilience and emotional maturity. Many fans now see the cafe moment as symbolic, a full-circle return to his roots, surrounded by the very people who have supported him long before the stadium lights and standing ovations. Several fan accounts began speculating that the outing may have been a low-key celebration, perhaps marking a private family milestone or simply a long-overdue reunion following the whirlwind of Jin's military service, album promotions, and international tour schedule. Others noted the discreet security presence nearby, suggesting that the cafe visit had been planned with care to ensure the family's comfort and privacy. The cafe itself, a boutique spot nestled in the quiet backstreets of Hanamdong, has since become a mini pilgrimage site for fans, with visitors respectfully taking photos of the exterior and leaving notes of gratitude. The cafe owner reportedly declined to comment to the media, but shared with a customer, "They were lovely. Just a warm, polite family enjoying their time together." The public has long known Jin as worldwide handsome, the confident, charming idol who dazzles on red carpets and commands the stage. But for those who caught a glimpse of him that day, another title seemed even more fitting: a devoted son, a loving brother, and a man who, despite his global fame, remains deeply rooted in the simple joys of family life. As BTS prepares for future group activities and Jin continues his flourishing solo path, fans are reminded that behind the platinum records and luxury campaigns is someone who finds meaning in quiet moments, walking out of a cafe, holding the door for his mother and smiling. Not for the cameras, but for the people who knew him long before the world did. While no official statement has been released by Big Hit Music or Jin's family regarding the outing, the silent message was powerful enough. It wasn't a press event. It wasn't a staged appearance. It was, in its truest form, an ordinary moment shared by an extraordinary man with the people who shaped him long before the world knew his name. For many, the rare glimpse humanized the superstar even further. In a K-pop industry saturated with polished schedules, staged photo ops, and tightly controlled public images, Jin's quiet cafe stroll with his loved ones was a gentle reminder of the life that exists behind the accolades and flashing lights. It was a moment that didn't ask for attention but received it because of its sincerity. More than that, it was a portrait of gratitude. Jin has spoken often, through interviews, live broadcasts, and even handwritten letters to fans, about how much he owes to his family. He's credited his parents for teaching him humility, his brother for grounding him, and his home life for shaping his humor and resilience. And now, walking out of that cafe together, the world was given a chance to see those roots in real time. Did I end the day since cafes around the area have noticed an uptick in ARMY visitors. Many simply stop by to sit quietly and take in the atmosphere, not to chase a celebrity, but to honor a memory of a boy from Gwacheon who never forgot where he came from and who still makes space for those he loves even as the world demands his every moment. Jin's ability to balance stardom with sincerity continues to define his solo journey. Whether through emotionally rich music, subtle gestures to fans, or moments like this with his family, he reinforces that his strength isn't just in his vocals or visuals, it's in his heart. As fans around the globe continue to celebrate his every move, it is perhaps this quiet walk through Seoul with his parents and brother that will endure as one of his most meaningful chapters yet. Because sometimes, the biggest statement an idol can make is no statement at all, just love, presence, and the people who've always been home. And as that cafe door gently closed behind them, with no cameras flashing, no press waiting, and no managers hovering, it felt, at least for a fleeting moment, as if the world had been granted a rare view of Jin not as a headline, not as a brand, not even as worldwide handsome, but simply as Seokjin, a son walking with his mother, a brother laughing with his sibling, a man who, despite being adored by millions, still holds the quiet rituals of family closer than any trophy. For ARMY, this moment was not just touching, it was grounding. It reaffirmed the belief many have long held, that Jin's success is not defined by chart-topping singles, sold-out arenas, or luxury endorsements, but by the way he carries himself when no one is watching. This brief appearance, devoid of spectacle, offered the clearest window yet into the kind of legacy he is building, one rooted not only in excellence, but in humanity. Cultural critics have begun to take note of what this says about Jin's place in the evolving narrative of K-pop icons. While many idols craft their personas around allure and distance, Jin seems to be subtly reshaping that standard by staying close to his fans, to his art, and above all, to his core identity. In doing so, he isn't just rewriting what it means to be a global idol. He's reminding the world that authenticity is power. And perhaps that's why this small moment, just one afternoon with his family, feels so monumental. In an era where even kindness is often commodified, Jin's quiet love for his family rings louder than any stadium chant. In the end, it wasn't about the cafe. It wasn't even about the outing. It was about the message whispered through Jin's presence that day. Success means nothing if you can't share it with the ones who were there before it all began.